All right. Yep, we're recording. Welcome, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Mark Fuller. This is TeamAlliance. Weather's changing up, as you can see from my Paul Bunyan shirt. Yep, the fall is coming. What's the day? September 10th. Yeah, so we're almost moving into fall. Weather's changing, needless to say. Some more educational content for you today. Back to my hot coffee for now, for the time being. What is the difference between profitable traders and everyone else? This is actually a multi-part, well, I should say the response will be multi-part, because there's not just one thing. There's not just one difference between profitable traders and everyone else. There's multiple reasons that people who are profitable possess certain traits, certain characteristics, versus everyone else who attempts to trade successfully. Some of the main differences, I mean, and by now I probably sound like a broken record, but this knowledge and awareness is so important that it is worth repeating over and over and over again in these videos. This educational content, you have to understand, when I make reference to education, that it's not just about technical knowledge. In other words, it's not just about knowing how to understand and read the market. It's not just about that aspect of it. A lot of it has to do with developing yourself personally, self-development. A lot of it also has to do with self-awareness, or I dare to even say the lack of self-awareness by most people, because the majority of people don't even understand much about themselves when it comes to their response and their reaction. You have to understand that when you're dealing with the markets, you're dealing with something that is alive. The market is a living, breathing thing, because people make up the market and people are alive. So it's impossible for you to have something that moves and that is moving that's not alive, especially when what's moving it is the actual behavior of people who are alive. So it's the culmination of all of these different behaviors going on simultaneously in the market by human beings, by people, that create the market that we see when we actually sit down to trade. Okay, so a lot of it has to do with understanding, one, yourself, two, understanding human behavior. You can't understand human behavior until you understand yourself. And this is how it all connects. This is why there's such a huge disconnect between profitable traders and everyone else, because the majority of people are not aware. The majority of people have little to no self-awareness at all. And many times when something is brought to your attention about yourself, you become defensive about it because you don't want to admit or accept the fact that it is you. So you get on the defensive. And all of this leads to the perpetuation of that same behavior. In other words, you just are in denial and you remain in denial because you're not willing to accept the truth about yourself. This is how important it is when it comes to trading. And this is why those who develop the self-awareness that they need, so that they know what to adjust. You can't know what to change until you know and are aware of what you're doing and who you are. How are you going to know what to adjust if you don't know what it is that needs to be adjusted about yourself? You see what I'm saying? A lot of this has to do with mindset. And it's like, well, Mark is always talking about all type of, crazy shit, patience and discipline and this and that. Yeah, because it's all relevant when it comes to trading. Why would it not be? Think about it. Who's the one making the decision as to whether or not to buy or to sell when they're on the trading platform? You. So if you don't have patience, you're quick to get into trades that you shouldn't even be in, because you shouldn't be involved with anything in the market at that time. A lot of that has to do with you. Oh, the market took my money. The market never takes anyone's money. It's not taking your money. The market is always doing whatever it is doing. The reason that you're not aware of what the market is doing is because you're not aware of what you're doing. It gets deep. And I like to get deep sometimes because there are layers that you have to peel back to really understand more about the market from the perspective of yourself. Well, Mark, what do I have to do with the market? I'm not the one making prices go up and down. No, you're not. But you are the one responding to when the market moves, when prices go up and down. You are responding to that. You're either taking action or you're observing and not taking any action. Do you know which one to apply and when? And if you don't know, why don't you? So it's like, why aren't you in position to follow along with the market and let the market reveal the information to you so that you can react accordingly? What is it that you're lacking? What is it that you're missing? A lot of it is just self-awareness. You don't even know anything about yourself. I'll be on point. Ain't nobody gonna walk up on me. But anyway, you're not gonna know anything about yourself until you really take the time and dedicate yourself to becoming self-aware. Like, you have to learn about yourself. What's the best thing that can teach you about yourself when it comes to what we're doing? The market. But you don't even necessarily know how to go about doing that. And that's where TeamAlliance comes in. And I always have to bring it back to what we do, because we have the necessary tools, we have the necessary education and training that will put you in position to become very successful at what it is that we do. We win trades consistently. We make money consistently. You have the ability to position yourself to always have the edge over other people who you're trading against on the platform that we use, which is NADEX in particular. On that platform, you're trading against other people. And if you're trading against the majority of people that are not being trained and being made self-aware through training and through what we teach, think about that. You're now in the very small percentage of people that are going to be successful, because you're learning more about yourself in relation to the market, which is what the majority of everyone else is not doing. This is the difference between profitable traders and everyone else. You see how that works? So it's very powerful stuff. And it's going to continue to get better for those of you that get involved with TeamAlliance. It's really outstanding the way that we have broken the mold, so to speak, because this is the key to everything that you really want as far as financial freedom. You're learning a skill that very few people know, and even the people that are introduced to it have to take the time to cultivate the skill. You don't just get it one time and then that's it, you're finished. We train every single day that the market is open, because the market is constantly teaching us more and more about ourselves through making itself or revealing itself to us. So the market tells you everything about itself through its behavior. You're learning more and more about yourself through the market's behavior, because you're learning how you're going to respond to the market's behavior. Isn't that crazy? And that's what goes on. So anyway, I hope that once again, this content, these videos are valuable for you guys. I'm just going to continue to do them as often as I possibly can, because I believe that this education, and I'm so grateful for social media and YouTube and Facebook and all of these platforms where we can get information out, because you guys are going to be exposed to this information one way or another, through social media. When you find this content and you start actually tuning in and really watching the videos and absorbing this information, is going to change you. For example, right now, these educational videos are helping you guys more so than just looking at trading videos, because this has to deal with, or has to do with, the mindset aspect of trading. Trading is not just about taking trades. Trading has a lot to do with psychology and your personal self-awareness, your mindset, the way that you're thinking and interacting and engaging and responding to the market. It has so much more to do with that than anything. So through these educational videos, you're preparing yourself in advance. So by the time you come into training with us, you've already been prepped, and you can make your transition into training and just begin to cultivate the seeds that have already been planted in you through these educational videos. All right. So reach out to me. You guys, if you have a Ask Mark Anything question, or you got any question that you might have that you want answered, I'll be more than glad to answer it in a video. I got a lot of questions right now in the pipeline. I'm just not doing them yet. I'm kind of taking my time. I want those questions to continue to build up so I can just focus on the Ask Mark Anything questions all at once. But for now, I'm just putting out more educational content that I know is going to be valuable for you guys. All right. So reach out to me. If you want to get into training, you'll see the links underneath this video. To connect with me on Facebook, you see the link for training. The fastest way to reach me is on Facebook. Send me a friend request. Let me know that you want to get involved with TeamAlliance. You can also send me a text message at 914-979-2317. And that's pretty much all I got. I think I covered everything. So just reach out. Let me know that you want to get involved, and we'll take it from there. All right. Mark Fuller, TeamAlliance. See you guys in training soon. Y'all take care. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon. Peace.